If you can't focus until the counters are cleared, the cushions are aligned, and the drawers are arranged just right, that isn't theatrics. For many people, it's a form of psychological stability. It's easy for others to mock strong preferences for order. They call it obsessive, uptight, or controlling. But what often goes unnoticed is the deeper motive behind it. For some individuals, cleaning isn't about chasing flawlessness. It's about restoring calm. There's science behind this. Studies show that clutter can elevate cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. In other words, visual disorder doesn't simply register as messy to everyone. For certain nervous systems, it signals stress. What looks mildly untidy to one person can feel intensely overstimulating to another. The reaction isn't exaggerated, it's physiological. And beneath that stress response is something even more fundamental: control. When life feels uncertain, emotions feel tangled, or circumstances seem unpredictable, the physical environment becomes one of the few areas where immediate change is possible. You can't always fix relationships, deadlines, or world events. But you can wipe a surface. You can fold clothes. You can create symmetry. That tangible shift provides a sense of agency. Cleaning a countertop isn't just about crumbs. It can feel like clearing mental static. Organizing a closet isn't just sorting fabric. It's imposing structure on internal chaos. A tidy room can function as emotional regulation, not obsession. Some people are especially sensitive to sensory input. Visual clutter may register like constant background noise, subtle but relentless. It doesn't just look messy. It feels intrusive. When their space is orderly, their nervous system settles. Breathing slows. Muscles relax. Thoughts become more linear. The room hasn't just changed, their internal state has. For them, a clean home isn't about impressing guests. It's about being able to exist comfortably within their own mind. There's also something therapeutic about the repetition. The steady rhythm of folding laundry, lining up books, sweeping in methodical strokes. These patterns can be grounding. They provide predictability in contrast to life's unpredictability. Unlike many efforts in life, cleaning delivers visible results. You see improvement immediately. That visible transformation can trigger a small dopamine reward, reinforcing a sense of capability. It's self-soothing, often disguised as productivity. For some, the roots run even deeper. If someone grew up in an environment where disorder was tied to conflict, instability, or tension, clutter may carry emotional memory. Chaos may have once meant raised voices, unpredictability, or insecurity. As adults, creating order becomes a way of rewriting that narrative. Each organized shelf becomes a quiet declaration. This space is safe. What others might label as compulsive can actually be protective. It's the construction of an environment that feels secure, perhaps for the first time. Order can also be an expression of care. Many people who value neatness carry a strong sense of responsibility. They may feel that maintaining structure is part of keeping everything, and everyone, steady. A clean table might silently communicate hospitality. An organized living room might signal thoughtfulness. It's a form of nurturing expressed through action rather than words. Yet behind that polished surface is often someone sensitive and conscientious. Sometimes perfectionism hides there too, a fear of disappointing others or losing control. Cleanliness becomes a way to feel grounded, reliable, enough. It's not a critique of anyone else's habits. It's a coping strategy that offers stability. For some, tidying is the only time they feel completely present. While others meditate or write in journals, they scrub sinks or alphabetize shelves. The act itself becomes mindfulness. Attention narrows. Thoughts quiet. The present moment sharpens. There's nothing inherently unhealthy about that. Of course, like any coping mechanism, it can become rigid if driven by anxiety rather than preference. If order feels like the only barrier against panic, it might be worth gently exploring why. But for many people, the desire for cleanliness simply reflects an understanding of what their nervous system needs. Wanting order doesn't automatically mean you're extreme or controlling. It may just mean your brain relaxes in structured environments. You regulate your inner world by tending to your outer one. You know that when your surroundings are settled, your thoughts follow. In a world that often feels loud, fast, and unpredictable, creating a peaceful environment is a reasonable response. It's a way of carving out calm. Not everyone finds comfort the same way. Some seek it in conversation, some in movement, some in silence. Others find it in straightened pillows and clear countertops. The key distinction is intention. If cleaning feels restorative, grounding, and empowering, it's serving you. If it feels frantic or fear-driven, that's a different signal. Self-awareness matters more than the state of the room. But there's no inherent flaw in needing order to think clearly. There's no character defect in wanting your space aligned before you can relax. For many, cleanliness isn't about image. It's about equilibrium. It's the quiet creation of peace in an overwhelming world.